Hope you're having a good evening, and let's just get going. You can see them. I'm going to go over them as we talk through, just kind of highlight some stuff. The title of this, we're multiplying polynomials by monomials, so that's multiple numbers. That's one number. So let's just get into this right now. I'm going to tell you right now we're going to distribute. We saw this in class. We're going to distribute. What that means is that you're going to multiply evenly. Multiply evenly. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind is the law of exponents, and what that means is that you're going to multiply the coefficients, which are the numbers out in front, and when we multiply, we add exponents. That's what we just got done doing. Add exponents. Alright. The coefficients, guys, those are the big numbers out in front. So numbers out in front. So here's 6 examples on the first page. Let's go through these. Let's talk through them. So we got to distribute. So we're going to do this times this times this, and this times this. So negative 6t times t squared. Well, you got negative 6, 1, 2. That's going to be t to the third. Then we go negative 6t times 5t. Negative 6 times 5. That's negative 30. It's negative 30. T squared. And then we go negative 6t times negative 6. That's going to be negative times negative. That should be a positive 36. And don't forget the t. Next problem, number 2. Again, same thing. We're going to distribute this times this times this. So here we go. You got p to the third. You have q to the third 1. So that's going to be q to the fourth because we're multiplying. And this is going to be minus the 2 is out. That's the coefficient out in front. We got p to the fourth, 2 plus 2, and then we got q to the fourth, 3 plus 1. Number 3. Again, so it's all just distributing, multiplying evenly. Going to multiply this out. Negative 3, 2. That's negative 6 r to the third power s squared. 2 plus 1 s plus 1 plus 1. Then we do this times the 12t, so it's going to be a negative 3 times 12 is 36. R, we have an R. S, we have an S. And then don't forget the t. Make a little right there. Then the last one, multiply it out. That's going to be negative times negative. That's plus 21. And then we have RS. Again, we're just distributing it out. And you can see all that's done right there. It's going to be negative x to the fifth plus 7 over 2, or I just went ahead and wrote it as a decimal, 3.5 x to the fourth. Number 5, it's going to be 8p to the fifth plus 72 p to the fourth minus 8p to the third. And again, we're just distributing these out. Distributing out. So you did 8. So 8 times 1 is just 8. P to the third, 2. That's going to be p to the fifth. Same thing, 8 times 9. That's where I got 72. P to the third. Got 1 here, so that's going to be p to the fourth. And then we do 8 times negative 1. It's going to be negative 8. And then don't forget the p to the third. Number 6, same thing. Only thing different here, okay, put it over here. All right, well, I'm going to distribute it out. It's the same. If you want to rewrite the negative 3x on this side, that's fine. If not, no biggie. Negative 3 times 9, negative 27, x. You got 2 here, 1 here, so that's going to be x to the third. It's going to be a positive, negative times negative, that's a positive 3. And then x, you have 1 here, that's x squared. Minus 12x. Backside. This looks very similar to what we did last week. Perimeter. Add up all the sides. First of all, you got to find the missing side. This side is 2bc. This side is 2bc. This side is 4bc. So add them all up. 2, 6, 7, 11, 13, 17, 18, 20. So the perimeter equals 20 BC. There's 20 BCs. We just added them up. Area. Find the area of this rectangle. Find the area of this rectangle. It's length times width. So that's this one is 4 BC times, that's a 2 up there, 2 BC. So 4 BC times 2 BC. And then this one is 4 BC, is the same thing, 4 BC times 2 BC. That's going to be 8 b squared c squared, 8 b squared c squared, b squared c squared, b squared c squared. They are the same, so we can add them together. If you add them together, that's going to be 16 b squared c squared. The reason we can add them together is because they are like terms. Number 8, looks a little new. This is some geometry for you. Wants to know the area of the shaded region. So if you want to know the shaded region, we'll take the area of the big thing and subtract the area of the circle, which we have the area, the formula chart, we can find that. Well, the area of the shaded region is going to equal the area of the big rectangle minus the area of the circle. So let's fill this out. We want to know area of shade. That equals the area of the rectangle. This is 3r, and you can see, and it's kind of hard to tell, but these are radiuses. The r stands for radius. You have 1 here, 2, 3, so that's 3r. If you go up, that's going to be 1 radius. And then to right here is another radius, so the side is going to be 2 radiuses, 2 r's. Length times width, that's 3r times 2r. So there's your area of a rectangle, minus, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. In this case, the radius is just r, so we're good. 3 times 2 is 6r times r. That's going to be add the exponents. You have r squared, so you have 6r squared minus pi r squared. That is a good answer. If you wanted to take that down, you could take the 6 minus pi and multiply that by r squared. Because they both have an r squared in common, you could take those out, and that is fine. Alright guys, notice we'll see you tomorrow.